Students, today we will discuss about the distribution of algae. Now, as we know that algae is a group of chlorophyll containing thalloid plants, and this thallus cannot be differentiated into true roots, stems and leaf. We can differentiate this algae from fungi, that in algae there is a presence of chlorophyll, whereas in fungi it is absent. So mode of nutrition is also different. That is, in algae, the mode of nutrition is autotrophic. They can make their own food, whereas in fungi, the mode of nutrition is heterotrophic. They cannot make their own food. So come to our topic, that is distribution of algae. As we know that algae includes about 30,000 species distributed all over the world. Algae occupy a wide variety of habitats. It grows almost everywhere wherever they get suitable moisture and temperature conditions. They are ubiquitous, or we can say that they are cosmopolitan. Now, depending upon habitats, the algal members can be differentiated or divided into three broad categories. Number one is aquatic habitat, number two is terrestrial habitat, and the third one is special habitats. So we will take first of all aquatic habitat, or we can say aquatic algae. Basically it is of two types: fresh water and marine water. Fresh water occurs in ponds, lakes, rivers, ditches, tanks, etc. For example, Spirogyra. Marine water occurs in saline condition or in seas and in oceans. For example, Sargassum. Now this aquatic habitat is categorized into phytoplanktons and benthos. So what are phytoplanktons? It is algae which float on water surface of sea. So this aquatic habitat, that is phytoplankton, has not the power of locomotion, but they float because they depend upon the movement of water current. It means they move on the mercy of water current. They cannot move by themselves. For example, diatoms, chlorella, chlamydomonas, volvox, naterium, etc. Now benthos, the algae which is attached with bottom of water bodies. They will be categorized into two types: epipellic and epilithic. Epipellic, the algae attached with soil is known as epipellic, and the algae attached with rocks are known as epilithic. The example of benthos are Chara, Nitella, etc. Now comes to the second, that is terrestrial algae. The algae which grow well in moist and well aerated soils are called edapophytes. Now this edapophytes will be divided into two categories, that is saprophytes and cryptophytes. Now what are saprophytes? Saprophytes, basically they are surface algae. It means they will be present on the surface of soil. For example, Vaucheria. Most of the species of Myxophyceae are found upon the surface of the soil. The next one is cryptophytes. They grow below the surface of soil. For example, Frishella. Now the algae of some special habitat. First is epiphytic algae. The algae that live on other aquatic plants are called epiphytic algae, or we can say they are epiphytes. For example, Oedogonium, Chara, Nitella, etc. Next is halophytic algae. The algae which are living in salt water such as seas, oceans. It is called halophytes. For example, Chlamydomonas, etc. Now the next one is cryophytes. The algae which is present on the snow, that is known as cryophytes or snow algae. It is found on mountain peaks with snow. For example, Haemococcus, Chlamydomonas, etc. The next one is epizoic algae. The algae that live on aquatic animals are called epizoic algae. It is also known as epizoophytes. For example, filaments of Cladophora are found attached to the snail shells. The next one is endozoic algae. Endozoic means it is present inside the body of aquatic animals. For example, Zoochlorella found inside the hydra. The species is Viridis, Hydra viridis. Next is symbiotic, or we can say it is endophytic algae. Now we know that symbiotic association means that the both partner will be benefited. So the best example is lichens. We know that the lichen is made up of algae and fungi. So there are the algae which seems to be lichen, for example, Croxus, Chlorella, Cytonema, Microcystis, etc. It is also symbiotic with gymnosperm, bryophytes, angiosperms, pteridophyte. We can see the examples here. The Anabaena azolla, the leaf tissue of aquatic fern, azolla, gymnosperm. Next one is Anabaena cycadi, will be with coralloid roots of cycas. Another algae is nostoc. It is present in the cavities in the thallus of Anthoceros, that is bryophytes. Another one example is Chlorochytrium. It is present inside the lamina of angiosperms. The next is parasitic algae, very important algae. It means that this algae can cause a foliar disease in tea and coffee plants. It causes the disease that is known as red rust. So the causal organism is Cephalurose virescens. So that's it in distribution of algae. Thank you.